everyone, this is Kathleen with Windy Chaos. I wanted to share with you the very first of the Christmas kits. It's going to be live here in just a few minutes as I get all the documents together, but filming is one of those things that's part of that checklist, so here we go. So this is a different size kit, but I do want to assure you it comes in 3 formats, so you do still get a Good Notes file, a Noteful file, and a Zoom Notes file. And this is a different size. I'm calling this a pinwheel set, and I've broken it up so you can buy both so that you have the clip art and the patterns, or you can just buy the clip art or the patterns, and that way it keeps it really economical and really just centered in on what you like and use in your planning. I know not everybody uses patterns. I personally love them, but it's not everybody's cup of tea. So there'll be like 1 or 2 pages per clip art, and then like 9 patterns at a minimum, 9 patterns. Sometimes I can get on a roll on those. I really enjoy them. So they won't come with a cover. They're just going, when you see them on the shop, they'll be just like this. And here we go. So this is a different style for me as well, doing this type of almost cartoon character. Sorry, this drives me crazy. I do all this moving and shaping, and then when I zoom in, I realize that it's not as perfectly lined up as I want it to be. And I'll also have like a shell one where you've got the shadow so that you can line it up if you're not using any of those 3 for yours and you want to make your own sticker book. Just makes it super fast and easy to say, oh, okay, this works. Anyhow, that'll be in there as well. So we have these beautiful angels. I really kind of love this almost cartoon but watercolor effect. We have the gift of the gold from the Magi. Here's like Bethlehem in the background. We have the camels and a little lamb. And then we have Joseph and Mary holding hands, a donkey. Here's Joseph by himself. And then there's a couple of Mary by herself where she's got her hands folded. The faces are a little different in each, but that's just kind of the nature of AI. It's hard to get the characters to exactly replicate, and part of why I don't do a lot of character stuff. For one, for me, the planner girls just never actually represent my age group and my body shape all that well. So I think they're beautiful, but they are not representative of me. So, and I don't care to put a representation of me in my planner. So I don't do people very often in my planner stuff. So this is page 1, but this, because the story is about people and a miraculous story and a beautiful story, that creating the characters was very fun, and I really do like this particular style. It took me many tries to come up with an actual style that I really thought was cute, but not overly cute. So, although they are very cute. So, then we have the 3 Magi, the 3 wise men with their gifts. And I kept trying to get a really nice set that was just the gifts themselves, and I just couldn't. So that's why the gold is there, but not the frankincense and myrrh. It just became a frustrating situation, so I gave up, which isn't great. But and then we have this pretty lantern, and we have a couple of trees, and then this path. There's a path that lays on top of it, so you can use it by itself, or as part of the overall scene. And then we've got another little sheep, and we've got an oxen and some olives, and then some shepherds. We've got the star in a cloudy sky. We've got the star by itself. We've got the three wise men traveling towards the star. We've got the stable, and we've got the inn. And then each page has the color palette, and you can click on this and it'll take you over. Oh, looks like I've got to fix that. Okay, guys, I'll fix it before it goes up. But it takes you over to the Windy Chaos Library, and that library is going to have all sorts of stuff in it. You've got numbers and days of the week, and you have other kit from an old kit and stuff like that. So from an old sticker shop that I used to have. And so there's lots of fun freebies in there, and planner words and all sorts of good things. So if you're thinking, wow, well, this is cute, but it doesn't make a full layout, don't worry. There's lots of little bits that you can add in to make a really good layout, and they're all free. Okay, so now let's jump over to the patterns. And this is on one sheet. And I will admit, doing patterns for this particular kit was pretty hard, because you just have a few motifs to work with, basically. So we have this beautiful star. We have these sweet little angels. This is a little hard to read on this because it's on a gray box, but, oops, now I've put black spots. Okay, but that's because I wanted to do it kind of in a opaque way. So, but it is Angels We Have Heard on High, the words to it, over a pretty piece of like parchment that's kind of in a peachy color. So it'd be really pretty on it and not overwhelm the background. Then this one is this beautiful watercolor Judean plain. And then we have this pretty foliage. And then we have this pretty damask, just a really pretty color. And we have these sweet little lambs, and I'm sorry if you're hearing my dog bark in the background. And then this is Silent Night on blue. It's a light blue. Now you can hear my husband yelling at the dog. And then we have this pretty star quilt type pattern. And then these are the textures. And I actually prefer the textures in this kit over the actual patterns. So the textures are basically the pattern, and I take out the background, and then I turn it all black and white and pretty opaque. Or not opaque, but pretty translucent. So here you've got just the words to Angels We Have Heard on High in a light gray. There's the angels. There's an overall star pattern. There's the damask, the foliage, the hills, the stars, Silent Night again, and the little lambs. So let's take a look at this, how it looks in, now the mock-ups I used both the backgrounds and the clip art. So you'll see kind of both of them together. But there we go. There it is in the rings. I used the Angels We Have Heard on High behind the little manger scene there. And I just think it's really, really cute. I did fill a shape there with the little angel one. And then this is that little road to Bethlehem with the 3 magi. How cute is that? Okay, let's look at it in portrait. In the portrait one, I used just that little road and I had it go up through the hills there. And this is the inn. And I added one of the trees. And then I made it look like the little shepherds are in the hill. And here's the angel coming to tell them the story. And more angels. And that pretty star above it all. So where would you plan on this? I don't know. You'd have to cover some stuff up or maybe move everything to one side. But I just decided to treat the whole thing like a big old canvas and not care about where I'm planning. And then this one on the landscape is really, really simple. Just a few elements, but I did show you where you could plan. But here you go. Just the Holy Family, that little lantern and the star, and then I just drew out a couple of rounded corner rectangles, and I used the fill to be able to go to I used the color palette to make a palette. So let me show you how to do that real fast and easy in Zoom Notes, because that's my favorite. But I use GoodNotes for my sticker books. So here I've got this. Now, if I wanted to bring this in, I want to go here and I want to do like this. And then I tap on it and I say I want a screenshot. Then I'm just going to say share, copy, and I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to paste it. Now, if I go to, say, my pen, something that's got the color palettes in it, and okay, I'm going to say done, but I'm going to say manage, and say plus, and I'm going to say create a new with dropper, and then it's drop, 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 and then I'm going to go back into that pen. And at the bottom here will be my new. And I can name them. So I could say this is from Nativity 2025 Windy. Done. And there you go. So, just a little easiness as far as how to put your palettes into Zoom Notes. Sometimes I'll try to just do, so I could add other colors in that aren't in the bottom here. Or you know, one of my favorite things to do is put everything on there and then say add new from document, and it'll just grab all the colors. It's really cool. So there you go, guys. That is your little Zoom Notes tip, and this is the first of the Christmas kits. Like I said, this is going to be a new size that you're going to see going forward in 2026. It's going to have really simple pricing. You'll see some things changing. Well, they've already started to change on the We Whisper kits, where I'm adding like some days of weeks in there and things like that. And so the pricing is going to change a little on that. And then you'll see the really big kits, the whirligigs. They'll come out like every other month, and they'll be the big everything. The junk journal and Dutch doors and all of that, but that just takes so much longer to do. So my plan is to do those a little less often, but the price point definitely will go up because there is just so much work in them. So I hope you guys like it, and I'm not going to institute that new pricing until the new year. So if there's a kit that you love, that you've had your eye on for a while, get it before January 1st, because that's when all the pricing is going to change, and hopefully I'll update all the listings at that point, so it'll be a dramatic difference come January 1st that you're like, okay, I see what she's done here. So some of the kits, some of the older big kits will definitely become We Whisper kits, and all the We Whisper, all the Whirligigs, the big kits are gonna definitely have all the stuff in them, so that they are worthy of the price that I'm asking. So anyhow, that's everything, guys. I hope you like it, and I will catch you again on the next one, because I'm getting ready to put together Christmas kit number 2. It's nearly done, and should come out next Friday. Take care. Bye.